Hello everyone, this is Smita from Misty Garden Weldscape. Today we are at one of our clients' place where we have completed the latest project at Jigni. Let me introduce Mr. Tejas. Hi sir. Sir,
Hi.
how did you come to know about Misty Garden Weldscape initially?
So actually, we were looking for a nice company that could actually transform our office space into something that's more conducive. And we were looking for companies online, but while passing by on Jigni Link Road, I came across this company called Misty Garden Weldscape. I thought, let's just jump into the office and see how the team is and how the work is, and that's how I came across Misty Garden Weldscape. Also, one of the people who's running Misty Garden Weldscape had done a very nice job for one of my close friends. So that's how we connected.
So in this competitive field of landscaping, what made you to choose Misty Garden Weldscape?
I think what made me choose Misty Garden was, one is, I think their team is very, very enthusiastic, and they have a lot of creative ideas when it comes to new ideas that you want to transform your space into, and they were very excited to take up the project, and that was the reason we said we should give these guys a try.
Oh, that's great, sir. So how was the initial approach from our expert when he visited the site on site?
Right.
So what was his suggestion, how he was very good at giving suggestions, or what was your experience on the initial point?
So at the initial point, when the gentleman visited us, he gave us certain ideas on how the space could be converted into a more charming cafe kind of a space, the space that we are sitting in right now. It was a very lackluster and a very boring space, and he gave us ideas on what could be done to make it more lively. He also gave us a lot of different views or different angles from which we could look at it from a different perspective, and that's how we got the ideas from Misty.
That's really perfect,
Team
sir.
Misty.
So what is your perspective when the team approached you to go with the 3D design aspect?
So I think the team gave us a couple of 3D renders which we saw, and we also discussed the renders, and we told them we want to change a certain aspect of that render. They were very quick at coming up with renders. I think within a span of 24 hours we got the first renders out, which is really quick. That increased my confidence in the team that if these guys can do a render in 24 hours, then they should be able to deliver really fast. So they gave us a couple of iterations as well, and then we went with what we liked.
So the team was very quick regarding the designing and all?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So as you had freezed the design for this particular place, as they had given you some of the couple of designs, but in that you had freezed one.
That's
so
right.
Next after that we started with the execution. So what was the execution phase, and did you face any challenges during the execution and all?
I think the beauty of having worked with Misty Garden was that they did not call me even once for anything that was required. It was more like a greenfield project, or more like a turnkey solution where they said they will transform the space. All I had to do was, give them a confirmation to go ahead, and everything was taken care by them. So I did not really have to worry about the day-to-day things. And once they started the project, I would really like to highlight this is the impressive speed at which they finished the project. They started the project on day 1 and they finished the project at day 16. I got the hand holding of the project. So that was really fast.
So they were really fast in providing the project timeline.
Absolutely.
Also.
It was very impressive.
That's perfect, sir. So when the project was completed, so what was your expression and your co-workers' expression when they just saw this place?
I think there was only one word that could define what actually had to this space. Was everybody told me that this space is metamorphed. When we say metamorphed, it's like a complete transformation of a space that was dry and boring to a space that's much more lively, much more conducive, and very pleasant to sit around and have a nice environment to have a chat. So people love this space. I would say that the performance of delivery and the performance of what they had promised earlier, they told me, they'd given me a certain render, and they actually, I would say the render to the real would be 98 to 100. There was probably a gap of 1 or 2%, but all the materials used, everything that was shown in the render was pretty much what I got. So that's something that I was really happy about, that these guys delivered on what they promised. A lot of times you come across companies that promise something and do not deliver, but with Team Misty it was a completely different experience. So in short, I would say metamorphosis of a space is something that Misty was able to achieve.
That was an unexpected answer from you, sir, actually.
Absolutely.
So as it is raining now, and in this rainy days, I think this clear glass will give you a pleasant environment to sit around and just have a cup of coffee.
Certainly.
Or just chill.
Certainly, people who visit us, in fact, a lot of our clients or a lot of our guests who visit us did not expect this to be so beautiful and so nice. Anybody whom I send the picture to says, I want to visit your office just to have a look at this space. Not to see the office or not to see the plant, but to look at this space. So this is a space that has actually made it a lot more charming and has changed the vibe of the place.
I can feel that positive vibes around this greenery and all.
Certainly.
I think you do feel the same thing.
Absolutely. I think it, in short, I would like to say that it really outperformed our expectation. We had never imagined this space to look so appealing, so aesthetic, and call it quote unquote sexy.
Yes, sir. So what is your overall experience that you had with Misty Garden Weldscape?
I think my overall experience has been very pleasurable, very enjoyable, very young and enthusiastic team. So it was amazing to come up with, this team and understand their ideas. They got really new, fresh ideas to the board, and it was amazing to work with them. I would definitely recommend them to every single person I'm going to meet who wants to convert any of their space into a nice landscape or a nice place that could be conducive to sit in.
The thing is that our team is always has one set of goal is that is only the customer satisfaction what we look into, sir. I think we have reached that satisfaction.
I don't think you've reached satisfaction, you've reached customer delight. You've gone beyond satisfaction, is what I would say.
That's really great, sir. So, and when it comes to the rating, how much do you rate Misty Garden Weldscape from 1 to 10?
I would rate it 11.
Wow.
And that's not to just throw stars in the air, but I think it really transformed the space that we have.
Perfect, sir. So, last but not the least,
Sure.
one word about Misty Garden Weldscape and the team.
I would say outperforming delivery. 2 words for Misty Garden.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time and this opportunity to convert this space.
I would like to thank Misty Garden to not make an office look like an office, but also an office look like a cafe cum office, which is very exciting to have in your own office. Everybody would like an amazing space in their office, but not a lot of people are able to execute it. And I think Team Misty has been amazing at this execution. So I really loved the job that Team Misty has done.
Yes, sir. So even we can come and have a cup of coffee.
Certainly, you're all most welcome for a coffee.
Thank you so much.